A couple times a week I get sent messages like this one from traders I've worked with. But this one in particular from Erik was deeply meaningful. Erik is a 19-year-old trader from Sweden that I worked with to help master his trading psychology. In 2 weeks of trading, he passed 5 funding evaluations and pulled $6,000 in payouts at 19 years old. It's absolutely incredible, and he has a very bright future ahead of him. So I asked Erik what was the one mental shift that he learned from me that allowed him to have these types of results. And he said this: the thing that really helped him was understanding the difference between the conscious and unconscious mind. He puts a big focus on becoming aware of his internal state, what he's actually thinking and feeling before he trades. Now in this video, I'm going to elaborate on these ideas and principles and share things with you that I've never shared before on my YouTube, so that you can start replicating the same results that Erik got in his trading. If there's a particular challenge or obstacle that you're stuck with in your trading that you just can't seem to break through, what I want you to do is comment in the comments below, and I'll offer you some guidance and offer you some help. The one thing I ask is, if you get one new insight from this video, please go ahead and like the video. It helps push this type of content to the traders who need it most. Now, there's a concept in performance psychology and human behavior where the internal narrative, that's where it all starts really, your internal narrative, the narrative and story that's going on in your mind, that dictates how you feel. And how you feel determines the decisions and actions you take. And this particular 3-step process is crucial for traders to understand. The internal narrative you run determines the certain state you're in, either elated or minimized, which then directly determines the types of decisions you make in your trading. And every trader understands that the decisions and actions they make are crucial. Your internal narrative and how you feel could be the difference between you taking a setup or not taking a setup. You over-risking or over-trading or falling down a revenge pattern sequence, or you not doing that. Individual decisions and actions you make as a trader have enormous amount of weight. And if they're not process-based, there are significant consequences, long-term consequences and financial consequences of making decisions and actions that haven't been well thought through. So let me elaborate on these principles that Erik found incredibly useful and directly helped him pull $6,000 in payouts out the market. Now, the internal narrative and the internal story you can run, there is a conscious and unconscious component to this. Let's say, for example, you have an experience, and that experience, you selectively perceive more advantages than you do disadvantages. And the internal narrative you're running is you're consciously aware of how supportive and how beneficial that particular event was, and you're unaware of the drawbacks, the disservices, and risks. You're focusing your attention here. You're not putting any attention on finding the counterbalancing information to broaden your awareness. Now, by running that particular narrative, which is selectively focusing on the supports and advantages, that's going to push you more into an elating feeling, an elating experience. You're going to be happier, more elated, feeling more positive and feeling more proud and supported. Now, as traders, when we're in this elating, self-exaggerating state, when we come to the market and we're puffing ourselves up, elating, feeling good, we tend to minimize risk in the market. We tend to minimize the importance of our trading plan. And we tend to impulsively force low quality setups into the market and overtrade out of the desire to have our greeds and our elated state met by the market, and we project what we want onto the market, and we tend to make more greedy and impulsive decisions where we're forcing onto the market what we want and trying to take it here and now. Now, so too, if the internal narrative is, you're consciously aware of more of the challenges and the negatives and the drawbacks than you are on the supports, the benefits, and the advantages of a particular event, and your narrative, internal narrative, is slanting more to focus on the drawbacks and disadvantages, then how you feel is you're going to feel more minimized. The narrative you run in your mind is directly responsible for how you feel. You could be going around about your day feeling really happy and elated. You get a new piece of information that makes you feel not so good. And that state changes, your internal feeling and state changes simultaneously with the new perception. So your internal narrative, and more specifically, your ratio of perception between support and challenge in any given moment, dictates how you feel. So if you're perceiving more drawback than advantage, you're going to feel more minimized, more deflated, even more depressed at times. And as a trader, if you're coming into the market in that minimized state, then you're going to be more fearful. You're going to exaggerate risk in the market. You're going to exaggerate the importance of your trading plan. You're going to have more hesitation. The market's going to present opportunities that align with your plan, but because of the fear, you're going to be less likely to take it. So a minimized state, and so too an elated state, in both those exaggerated or minimized states, you're not going to stick to your trading plan. If you're elated in greed, you're going to impulsively try and take trades early, and you're going to project on the market, you're going to overtrade, you're going to think making money is easier than what it is, you're going to jump into trades. If you're in the minimized fear state, the market's going to present opportunities, you're not going to take advantage of them out of a fear of experiencing a loss. So in both elated and minimized states, you don't stick to your trading plan. As a result, you can't have consistent profitability. You get caught in your own head, and you end up trading the greeds and fears in your own mind as opposed to being present with the real market and sticking to your trading plan long term, which is what allows you to have consistent profitability. So it all starts with the internal narrative. This is why mastering your trading psychology is so important, because your ratio of perception at any point in time is what dictates your state, and your state determines your decisions and actions. And if you don't gain control here at the internal narrative, then you're going to lose control when you go and take trades in the market. And then what's going to happen is you're going to blame the market. You're going to think the problem is outside of you and elsewhere without ever realizing the root cause of all your destructive trading behaviors is due to your own perception. So what I taught Erik and what I teach every single one of the traders I work with is to gain control of the internal narrative. Whenever you perceive yourself elated in more of a happy, proud state, that's the feedback to you that you're consciously aware of more advantages and supports than you are disadvantages and challenges. And the elating feeling and state is the exact feedback that you have a misperception in that moment and you're missing information. So the best traders use how they feel in their state as the feedback to what's going on in their mind. And instead of being run by how they feel, they use that as feedback to go and balance their perception so they can gain control and make decisions out of process, which is the only thing that's going to allow you to stick to your trading plan and have long-term consistent profitability. So if you're running the elating narrative and you're in more of a proud, happy narrative, maybe you've had a great conversation with a spouse, maybe you just had a bit of caffeine or a coffee, or maybe you're coming off a winning streak in the markets, then the best traders, what they're doing is they're managing themselves and self-equilibrating themselves and humbling themselves so that they don't have to get humbled by the market from taking low quality setups and experiencing losses. In the moment of pride and elation, they're reminding themselves of the risks of that, the drawbacks of that, what happened last time when they were proud. They're reminding themselves of the things they've overlooked. They're reminding themselves of their downsides and their flaws so that they can take themselves off that high horse, out of that state of pride, and bring themselves back down to a state of equilibrium. Not to beat themselves up into shame, but to just bring them back to that state of being poised, seeing themselves for who they are, not the exaggerated state, but who they truly are, and managing and humbling themselves a little bit. The best traders know that if they humble themselves, they won't get humbled by the market. And it's a lot cheaper to humble yourself with quality questions than it is to get humbled by the market. And so too, if a trader is in a minimized, depressed, saddened state, they use that as the feedback mechanism that they're missing information. And they go in and they find in that moment, whatever they're beating themselves up for, what are the benefits of that? What are the advantages? What have they overlooked that they've done well? What are the lessons that are positive that they can extract from that experience? And they're using the state and the feeling as the perfect feedback to equilibrate their perception. And when a trader has a truly balanced perspective on their scenario or their experiences or external events that have affected how they feel, or previous trading experiences that they perceive have affected how they feel, and when they bring those back and they see both sides, the advantages and disadvantages themselves of external events, of previous trading drawdowns or winning streaks, and they're balanced on that, then so too is the internal state. They're not elating themselves, they're not depressing themselves, they're balanced, they're poised, and that allows them to come to the market present with the market, not caught in their own greed and fear in their mind, and ask the market in that moment, what are you communicating to me? And to be able to see the the price the market's at objectively and make wise, objective decisions according to their plan if the market aligns with their plan. But far too many traders get blinded by greed and fear because they're either elated or minimized, and they don't have control of their internal state. And this is what the best traders are doing. They're managing their internal state. They're knocking themselves down if they're proud. They're lifting themselves back up if they're ashamed. So they can come into the market balanced and make wise, objective decisions and actions that align with their trading plan and their risk management rules when the market is presenting the opportunity. Now, traders, to ensure you implement this exact framework and it doesn't just become another video you watch that you never take action on, I built a free tool called the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset tool. It's linked in the description in the first comment, and there's even going to be a QR code that pops up on your screen here that you can scan. What I want you to do is download that particular tool right now. It's completely free. Watch the free training that comes with it and start implementing that tool in real time while you trade. It's going to help you ensure that you're implementing these principles into your trading so you can start to see tangible improvements to your trading results. Now, traders, again, remember, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. And I also encourage you to subscribe and turn the notification bells on. I'm going to continue to push an enormous amount of value your way heading into the new financial year to ensure that you can have the most successful year for your trading. Now, traders, before you click away, what I want you to do is watch the video that's going to pop up on your screen here. This is 6 years worth of trading psychology insights summarized into one 22-minute video for you. Watch that next. And thank you all for watching to the end.